Regret is the echo of wisdom learned too late. If only we could know the value of today before it's gone. In North America, there was a carpenter who worked for 35 years with a contractor on building projects. He was known for his excellent work and dedication, but after all these years, he felt it was time to retire. He believed he deserved some relaxation and wanted to spend more time with his family. One day he gathered his courage and knocked on his boss's office door. "Come in," said the boss. The carpenter entered and said, "Sir, I've spent 35 wonderful years working with you, but I think the time has come for me to retire. I want to spend more time with my family, and honestly, I don't have the same energy I used to. I believe I should retire now." The boss listened carefully and replied, "Are you sure you've been doing great work? And I think you can continue for a few more years." But the carpenter shook his head. "No, sir, I've made up my mind. I've had an amazing time working with you, but now I need to focus on my family." The boss nodded and said, "All right, I respect your decision. But before you go, I have one last request. Can you build just one more house for me after that? You can retire." The carpenter hesitated. He had already decided to leave, and now this unexpected task felt like a burden. But he had worked with the boss for 35 years, and saying no felt impossible. Reluctantly, he agreed. "Okay, sir, I'll build this last house for you from the very first day." Though his heart wasn't in it, he worked without passion or interest. He didn't put much effort into the design or pay attention to the quality of materials he overlooked. The supervision and everything was done hastily. The house was completed quickly, but it was far from his usual high standards. When the house was finally ready, he went to his boss and said, "Here it is, your last project is done now. Please allow me to retire." The boss smiled and said, "Thank you, but before you go, I have something for you." The carpenter was surprised as the boss opened a drawer and pulled out a key. He handed it to the carpenter and said, "This is our gift to you for your 35 years of service. It's the key to the house you just built. This house is yours now." The carpenter was stunned. His heart sank. He thought to himself, "If only I had known this house was for me, I would have built it with the same love and dedication I've always shown." This realization hit him hard, but it was too late to change what had been done. This story teaches us that in life, every single day we are building our future. Whether it's in our profession, relationships, health, or finances, each small action adds to the structure of our lives. If we neglect our efforts today, the consequences will be ours to bear tomorrow, just like the carpenter. We must avoid the regret of thinking, "If only I had known earlier." Students often say, "If I had known how important this lesson was, I would have studied harder." Professionals might regret, "If I had known those first 20 days on the job were so critical, I would have worked differently." Let's not live with regrets. Treat every day as an opportunity to lay a strong foundation for your future. Remember, the house you build today is the one you'll live in tomorrow.